Today on A Brief History of Toys, Desert Punk. Fun little anime that was around for 26 episodes and had, I think, 22 volumes of manga. The figure on the left there is Kanta Mizuno, and then we have Kosuna, his fiery little sidekick. And yeah, very little sidekick. These were very tough to find. They came in the initial DVD releases that were overseas, overseas being Japan. And Volume 1 came with the Kanta figure we have here. You can see what they project on the sides for the future DVD releases with the bonus packs you end up getting to flesh him out. Of course, the first one's pretty sparse. It just comes with a gun, boots, and skivvies. Then you get his full-on outfit, then helmet, sunshade, shotgun, signature, knife, additional stuff, sneak suit, and more. So it came with the DVD, and this is why I've gotten all of this. This is so special. I worked at Funimation. This was a sample sent to us by Gonzo, the producer of the show. I also have an extra Kanta body that I included. So yeah, thank you, Lance. This was freaking awesome. Funimation, put the show out over here in the U.S. and I'm sure they got sent these right off the bat. Must have been awesome. And you can see there on the back, it does say sample, taken off the shrink wrap. And that is a pretty sweet sticker. Kind of wish I'd saved it. But these releases with the bonuses were sponsored by Arms Magazine, which took a kind of a special interest in the show, and I don't know if they worked with them in production, but the weaponry in Desert Punk is super accurate. Not that I know anything about that, but you see a little bit on the back here, production drawing and some other fun stuff. But yeah, this is a sealed figure. And we're taking it out of the box for the first time in probably, 20 plus years? Well, no, maybe about 20 years now since the show first came out. There he is in the skivvies. And you can see it's kind of a doll. The way that the figure is got his joints set up. The knees are particularly fun. And the hands are very stationary. Just a full-on kung fu grip, and that's about it. The face expressions are fun, which is good because those are the only ones you're going to have. Here he is, full kit. Now we're going to kind of show you what's underneath here. He's got the kind of a duster over top of everything, just kind of hide it all. Desert Punk's a very, very wily dude. So you got his little sunshade there. The signature circle on it. And then there's I don't know what you'd call that, seraph. And then you've got, here on the back, you can see his little grappling mechanism, which is hidden by all that other stuff. But you can see everything that's going on underneath here. It's amazing once you get all of these sets and put it together. And these were very, very tough to find. Over 5 years trying to hunt these down on eBay. When I first, definitely over 5 years, more like 10 years. When I first saw just the figure of Kanta himself, he was damn near close to $500. And it was sitting on there forever, and then somebody ended up buying it, and then years went by before anything came up. But I have it in my save searches, so I kept checking daily, and nothing. So, about 800, 900 days of checking constantly. Finally, another one would pop up and then go away quick. But you can see here, like his outfitting, all of his kit there is, fabric for his outfit. Whereas when you get to Kosuna, her pouches and everything are pre-molded plastic. Of course, it's pre-molded as plastic, duh. But the gun fits in the holster, and like I say, the weapons are pretty nice, pretty accurate. I had to check and make sure the chamber didn't rotate. The knife's pretty nice, it's very flimsy, and he's got a lot of pockets to store a lot of things on his vest. Also, incidentally, just want to make an announcement now. Yes, I did get that shirt on backwards. Uh, you should not have your elbow pads in the nook of your elbow. So, yeah, underneath it all, you can see there, boom. Yeah, still just rocking the skivvies. There's the sneak suit with also a buffed out elbow and shoulder pads. This little bolt action rifle that he came with, which I believe we sniped some serious stuff. RPG, which is super, super mega awesome. That is just so freaking huge. And then his hands, which they attach kind of weird, but I'll just leave that. Here's the Uzi, and this is actually for Kosuna, so that she's got a little something to use. And the straps on all these weapons are adjustable, so that is extra awesome. And here's Kosuna's vest. And then you can see the plastic pouches that are, you just kind of hook onto it. Some of the hooks are better than others. They fall off intermittently, so when they fall off, I just pack them away. I just, the way it goes. But yeah, so years of looking for this. Finally, I see one that comes up with all the accessories for Kanta, and I'm able to do a little wheeling and dealing, and I get it for an amazing price, and then lo and behold, I get it in the mail, and there's all this stuff because, oh my god, he's got the extra figure in there, and oh, there's this note, oh, he worked for Funimation, and all this stuff was like promotional items sent to them. So mega cool. And also with Kanta here, I did get some Kosuna accessories. I think maybe 1 or 2 packs worth. So 1 or 2 DVDs worth, but no Kosuna figure. So she comes with volume 7, I believe it is, of the DVD. If you were in the place and at that time able to get her. But here she comes. She's short, but she packs a lot of fire. She's definitely a force to be reckoned with. And here's the box for her, nice and pink. Yeah, DVD 7, the Kosuna collection. So the following DVDs up to volume 12 would have had a bit of Kosuna's kit in there. And I'm not sure if I have it all, but I'd like to think I do, because I have enough to have her fully outfitted, I believe. And there's her head. She's a very serious little kid. Very bushy hair there in the back. The head fits on a little bit more snugly than the helmet does. The helmet doesn't really grip the ball joint that's up there for the neck, but the head does kind of secure a little bit better. So here are the other things that came with her. Little almost card captor Sakura stuff. It's like a bow for her hair, and a little staff, and here are some other things for that look. Clunky shoes and a pink schoolgirl outfit with a green bow. So yeah, and then you see this piece of string hanging off here. This is her drawstring for her pants, which was not in there when I got it, but it was included. So I just have to figure out a way to string it back through, which I can do, but it's a pain in the you-know-what. So here are accessories. Yay. Let's take a look at the other head. Well, her head. Not the helmet head. But you see on the back of the helmet here, there's a little bit of a hole. And that is so that it can connect to a cooling device that is on her backpack. So her and Kanta's helmets are different. That's why he has kind of the rebreather nosy looking thing on the front, and hers is just a dot. But yeah, there she is with her head. Yeah, they're definitely going to be posed with the helmets on, because they're all about the business. But here's a little side by side so you can see the faces together. The heads are a bit squishy. Kind of a rubbery plastic, but very, very sturdy and very well made and very well painted. Very little paint loss for Kosuna. She is a used figure, but lightly used. and extremely thin, like anorexically thin. Like I haven't removed her outfit in this so that you could see, you know, her skivvies, because who needs that? But let me assure you, it's skin and bones underneath. So yeah, it's amazing that she can hold up her own weight, but you do need figure stands for these to keep them on their toes, because they are essentially, you know, doll endoskeletons, if that's the right word. But super highly posable. I mean, it's just astounding the looks that you can get out of them. These are probably two of my favorite figures in my collection, which is saying something, because I've got a lot of toys, which hopefully you will stick around and see. I'm gonna hold on to the boxed Kanta. I'm just gonna kind of put them up. It's nice for holding the accessories, and you know, I can put the little keepsake note in there in the DVD, and I can just slide it in the box and put it on the shelf, and put these cats in the display cabinet where they belong, because they're so cool. And I honestly couldn't stop posing her throughout this entire thing. Quick note: the person who I got Kosuna from was in Japan, bought it during tariffs. He ended up biting the cost on that, so thank you so much for that, friend. You've done me a boon. Thanks for joining us, and come back for another chapter in the brief history of toys. Brought to you by me. So, yay!